Maybe play one of the Star Citizen frickin' ones.
Yep. I got one. Give me a second. You don't have this screenshot at the moment, do you?
What screenshot?
The finest hour of my day
What?
is when you drift through the outdoor path of
G'day,
youth.
Wah,
You pass a
Marcus,
ephemeral in a hole
Rick.
like
Just
the
wait, I've
fevered
screwed
muse in
up.
my
What's going on?
eyes.
I don't know. Are we having technical difficulties? That sucks.
Yeah, that's it. That's not the song I'm looking for. Man,
UEE, historical Eckert 14B, the Bermudian Jane. Filed as a ribbon recounting under cultural archive regulation 22A. On a quiet night in 2955, UE scanners jolted back to life. Analysts whispered, is it fate, is it war? But it wasn't vandal signals, just a twitch rate shaking the floor. Two old spaces drifting through the net, both thinking their streams were calm and set. But the stars aligned in that digital sea, Aussie Viking raiding in with raw energy. Chin Shield looked up from a lift that broke, gave a tired grin and a half-hearted joke. And the UE logs marked the time and the place when two seasoned pilots met face to face. Oh, this is the story the UEE keeps filed in the archives where the data sleeps. Two streamers collided in the starry night, talking ships, bugs, and
Hey,
broken
Twidget. Hey, Ree. Welcome in, guys and gals.
Just two old men on a caffeine trip. Welcome to Star Citizen, they say. Have a nice day. UE flag comms thought trouble was near. Maybe pirates, smugglers, something to fear. But all they found in the chatter and noise were two middle-aged gamers sharing their joy.
I love that. Middle-aged gamers. We're a couple crusty old fucks, aren't we?
Chairs with a hitbox made of cold hard gold. Elevators dropping folks straight into space. And why every patch breaks some other place. Psych docs wrote this bond is rare. Born crashes, bugs, and ships mid-air. Patch-induced trauma and veteran pride. Two blokes talking while the stars collide. Oh, this is the story the UEE keeps filed in the archives where the data sleeps. Two streamers collided in the starry night, talking ships, bugs, and broken flights. The podcast was born, no plan, no script, just two old men on a caffeine trip. Welcome to Star Citizen, they say. Have a nice day. Now the lost and the glitched, the ones who fall through floors. The cargo haulers with disappearing stores. The bounty hunters whose fights freeze midair. They tune in to remember we've all been there. UE historians log the tale with pride. Accidental archivists of the chaos worldwide. From a raider rant and a deep space chat came two voices telling the verse where it's at. Oh, this is a story the UEE keeps filed in the archives where the data sleeps. Two streamers met in the patchwork fray, turned into a podcast that still plays today. A moment in the chaos that the verse can't script. Just two old men on a caffeine trip. Welcome to Star Citizen. Yeah, that's what they say. Filed by the UE. Have a nice day.
Good morning,
there we
Ozzy.
go.
I guess
G'day,
it's
mate. How you
night
going?
for you. Good day.
It
Hey,
is.
mate.
It's 7 past 7, mate.
Yeah,
Right,
wow.
we're here.
We managed to kill
We're
7
here
minutes
again.
with that shit.
We done pretty good.
Oh, look at this. The tech preview's almost done downloading. Yay.
Oh,
I got 200 megabytes to go and my tech preview is finished downloading. More on that later. I'm kind of excited about this engineering tech preview, Ozzy.
I need to
It's-
pause. I need to pause my tech preview update while we're doing this.
Hey,
I can continue
DeFritz.
afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's almost done, so I'm just going to let it continue.
Awesome.
How are you doing this
G'day,
evening there,
DeFritz.
Ozzy? Yeah, we got DeFritz,
I'm
couple
doing
of
good,
beauty
mate.
queens. It's awesome. It's a beautiful day. What did you do in the verse this week?
We killed a few
highlights?
your Mandy. No, I tested the injury mechanic and could only go to tier 1 injury.
Yeah.
But I done a bit of PTU. I killed a few your Mandy. Watched a lot of videos.
I watched a lot of videos
watched-
too, man. We got to stay up on shit for this damn podcast, man.
Yeah, see, we gotta spoil ourselves. We have to be spoiled. You
Yeah.
know, we have to spoil ourselves just so we know what we're talking about.
Yeah. That's right. Got to do that. Well, I tell you what, yesterday, me and my crew, we went into the CZs in Pyro and got all 7 of the comp boards in 2 hours. There were like 2 of us, me and Kieran Dark, and then when we went into Ruin, we had 2 more guys. We had Mozart of War and Trillin Farm, and they came in to help us out with that, and we took out like 7 players and only sustained 2 end caps, and no tiered injuries, no deaths. So we really, I don't know if it was luck or skill, maybe a little bit of both. But it was a good time. And then we did a lot of PTU on my stream this week. It was good. A little laggy. I noticed that the PTU is getting a little bit more, a little bit less laggy at Levski. I was running about 50 frames a second last night at one point. So that was good. DeFritz says we had more luck. Yeah, probably.
You've done
Probably
well. I was
lucky.
watching you for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good week. Good week to stream
We've
Star
been
Citizen.
We've been trying to gear up to do all 3 hangars at once. You know, have enough cards to go for all 3 hangars
Oh,
and just
yeah?
hold down the whole area. You know,
That sounds like a good
that's
time.
on the card soon.
Yeah. I was hesitant to run the CZs. I still get a little leery about running the CZs with all the people we got in there.
G'day, matey potato!
You heard that, eh?
Yeah. What was it? Was that a raid or a
That's an alert.
Oh, okay. We got alerts turned on.
That's
cool.
John Ward saying, "G'day, matey potato."
Good day, John Ward. Frenchie.
We know for next time. All right.
Yeah, it would be all right.
G'day, matey potato is kind of my thing. So, you know,
Yeah.
everyone should learn it anyway.
Yeah. Matey potato.
Rightio. So we're going to start with the Galaxy, or we're
Yeah,
going to
we
start
can
with
we
the...
can talk about the Galaxy.
Righto, so...
You gonna play a video and use up all my notes? Do I just need to throw these away? I don't know.
No, I've got a big page of notes here as well.
Yeah.
All right.
You probably got the same notes I do. We didn't compare notes before this, guys. What do we got? Oh, you're typing something in there. Squadron 42.
I should have had all this ready to go.
We gonna have Squadron 42 next year? That's all right. No pressure, Ozzy. No pressure.
I'm screwing everything up now, mate.
That's all right. It's all right. They love watching us screw up. Everybody loves drama. What are you talking about? The Fritz better have a cool beard as Ozzy. All right, here we go. We got the video coming up.
Is this it?
What are we looking at?
This is from. This is Sitcon 2953.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think this is the right video.
Hi everyone. Have we all had a good morning looking at cool stuff? Great. My name's John Crew. I'm the vehicle director here at Cloud Imperium Games.
And my name is Ben Curtis. I am the vehicle art director at CIG.
So we're going to spend
well, I'm not
the
showing a
next
video.
40, 45
Fuck's
minutes
sake.
talking ship. We're gonna
It's
show you
real
some cool
laggy
stuff
on
that
my
you've maybe
end.
seen, some cool stuff
It's
that
real
you're not supposed to have
choppy.
seen, but you probably
Yeah.
already have. And some cool stuff, again, you're not supposed to have seen, but what you've seen is wrong. So hopefully we can clear that up for you all. Right, so that was the A1 Spirit trailer. Pretty cool video.
Looks
So
like
we're now
we
gonna
got
do
some more
a slightly
technical
deeper dive
difficulties we got to
into
work through for
the
next
actual
week.
art and visuals of the ship.
Is this?
Maybe it's because
I
I'm
think
still installing the fucking tech preview.
That's probably why.
Well, it's almost done. I got 5 megabytes to go on the
This is-
tech preview.
This is not the ship. Oh, we've
That's
screwed
not
it-
the
I've screwed
galaxy.
this up.
That's all right. No worries, man. No worries. We'll get it right. How you doing, Wah? Oh, you know what we didn't do? You know what we didn't do, Ozzy? We didn't share. We didn't collaborate this time. You want to do that now?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
We
I'll
need
do
to
that. Knocking.
I got it. Accept. There we go.
Set share chat.
And I got to turn the mic off. How do I do that?
Just mute audio. Yep.
Where
We
do I go to
working?
mute? Yeah. Am I coming? Am I echoing or what?
No.
Okay, good. Let me close that out. Okay, we got shared sketch. Now I can see what you're seeing and you can see what I'm seeing. I'm not echoing Twidget. Cool. Not on the stream. Cool, we sound good. You hear that, Ozzy? Everyone sounds
Yep.
good.
Okay. But I've screwed this up.
It's all right. We're just working through some technical difficulties. By the way, this is episode 1, the official episode 1 of the Welcome to Northfield Have a Nice Day podcast. Just thought I'd throw
Welcome
that
to
out
Star.
there.
Welcome to Star Citizen.
What did I say?
Did you mean
What did I say?
Northfield?
Oh. Yeah, a little news there. I left Northfield this week, so I got Northfield on the brain. I got
This podcast in an alpha. Yeah, it's an alpha. Yep. Right. Yeah. No, we're going to have to look at a different video then.
Okay. All right. My tech preview is done downloading. I can launch that sucker anytime now. And there's an update to the PTU too. Did you see that?
It's not Bristol.
No, I currently turned my PTU into my tech preview.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, well, what's this? Well, what's this?
Okay, let's watch it.
Rightio.
Okay, what do we got here?
In the persistent universe, by their very nature of the name, give you that flexibility.
They're intended to let you experience almost every part
Your
of the
speakers
game.
are coming
You
through
can
on my audio.
change between deciding to go off to a random planet and do some cargo missions to
How about
changing
now?
your mind and decide to do bounty
That's
hunting
better.
and bringing a bounty back and putting them in your hole.
This is one of the videos I watched.
So now, as we're on the verge of getting into more lawless systems like Pyro, I think multi-role is a great advantage to have, because you don't know what's lurking around the corner, and you'll be able to react to whatever comes at you.
And that's why we're introducing the Constellation's big brother, the RSI
I've owned a
Galaxy.
Galaxy ever since you could.
Yeah, there's the Galaxy, everybody. Look
The
at
RSI
that.
Galaxy is a multi-role vessel with true modularity that has different sections of the middle of the ship that can be changed out to support significant and real gameplay.
Does the
loops.
video look good or does it look shit?
It's real choppy in my stream right now.
But it's scaled up to a larger brew size.
The same on mine.
Yeah,
I've just paused it.
yeah. We'll work through this.
My watching of it is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
Maybe it's OBS. Who knows?
or maybe it's Video Ninja.
Maybe.
Wait, let me end that, right?
Yeah. Well,
And
we can.
refresh it.
Let's just talk about it. What do you say? We don't need to watch no video.
Just let me try once more.
Okay. I got a whole page of notes here. They're going to use up my notes with this video. I might as well just throw my notes out. I'm going to, hey, Chinshell's saying what he just fucking said.
Okay, I've got it up again. Is it up again?
I don't see it.
Yeah, it should be there. Can you click on it and then just hit the refresh button?
Share screen,
Is it-
refresh.
No
Nope.
matter how ready you can be, you just can't be
You
ready.
can't be completely
Hey.
ready. Yeah, I hit the refresh. There it is. There it is. It's up now.
Okay.
That beard. Look at that guy's beard.
Has a very industrial
working?
feel compared to previous iterations.
It's
and
better.
Constellation
That's
is a prime
better.
example. It has far less focus on its combat capabilities.
It's not a warship, so it's not bristling with guns, but it's got what it needs. We were just going for a ship that when you saw it,
No,
just
it's a
looked
slideshow
like you wanna
again.
just get together with your friends, get that thing off the ground, turn it around, and just fly as far as you can. For me, I think the favourite thing about the Galaxy is just
Okay.
the look
Let's
of
just
it.
talk about it then.
Conjunction.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we can leave that picture there.
Yeah, leave the picture
Right.
of the Galaxy up. Good call, man. Good call. So,
Okay, when they first talked about the Galaxy,
that was back in
Right.
November of 22.
it was at the SitCon before that in October, right? They had it center stage, right, for base building. It was the mid-tier base builder. It was the one before the Pioneer, and and that's why I got it.
There's a lot of
You know, for
heartache
the base
about
building.
that too, because they
It was
marketed
main
it as
stage.
they
Yeah.
marketed it as a base builder, and then people bought it, and then they redacted the whole base building thing later. So there's a little bit of angst about that in the Star Citizen community. Unfortunately, I hate it when CIG does that stuff.
And that was why I bought it. You know, that was the whole reason.
You bought it for base building?
Yep.
Just for base building. See, if I was going to buy the Galaxy, it would be for the refinery, because I like mining.
Yeah, see, the refinery option doesn't really do it for me.
You know, you still got to take all the bags off and hook them up to the ship. And hey, Major Screen, you got to hook them up to the ship, mate. And then you got to do the refinery stuff, then put the bags back on the Prospector or whatever ship you're working with, you know. So that's kind of a pain in the ass.
So as it sits, it's got 3 modules available to it, right? Medical, the
cargo,
and the refinery.
Yeah.
Right now, you can currently on Starhanger, you can currently buy the refinery module for $168.
Oh.
The cargo module for $152. And the med bay module for $183.
Yeah. And how much is the Galaxy?
The Galaxy is $380.
Okay, so you're going to spend upwards of $700 on this thing.
Probably, yeah. They'll probably have a 3-pack.
Because I'm going to have to get all the modules.
When they sell it again this year.
I'm going to have to get all the modules, you know. I'm just going to have to. If I get a Galaxy, I'm not getting it for just one thing. I mean, if I wanted it for cargo, well, hell, I could get a C2. That carries more cargo than the Galaxy. And if I wanted it for the medical modules, well, I could just get a daggum Apollo. That has like the same capabilities. And if I wanted a refinery, well, I could just get an Arastra later on, you know.
Yep.
So it kind of, you know, it's kind of useless to have a Galaxy and not have all the modules.
Yeah, well, you'd have to get them, you know.
Yeah,
and I don't know what it comes with as the base, but that's all I got at the moment is just the base. I didn't buy any modules. I just got the Galaxy, locked her in, you know, because it was supposed to be the Ducks Nuts base building ship.
Yeah, and the whole selling point of this ship is that you can swap out modules to accomplish different tasks without having to buy another ship. You know, that's like the whole selling point.
Yep.
I think. Plus the ship, it looks sexy as hell. I mean, look at it.
It does. Look at it. Yes.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Who doesn't want one?
Beard Stack says, yo.
Yeah, he says, I'm thinking they'll increase the price dramatically and just give you the modules. Well, see, isn't that kind of what they done with the Retaliator and the Apollo? You know, they're modular, right? The Retaliator has the cargo module and the torpedo module, and if you own one, you own both of the modules. I think you also get both of the modules if you buy one in game. So, then what was the other? It is sexy, isn't it?
It is a sexy.
I really
bitch.
want one.
It's a sexy bitch.
Could you imagine flying through Nick's Levski hole in that, mate?
Oh yeah.
A fleet of them, 4 or 5 of them, just going through the hole.
Hell yeah.
That'd be mad.
Sexy as fuck. So let's talk about the modules. So with the base ship, apparently you get 64 default SCUs of cargo. But when you add on the cargo module, you get an additional 512 SCU of cargo for a total of, I guess, 576 cargo SCU on this ship with the cargo module on. It also has 2 overhead cranes, which could potentially move an Ursa So that's the cargo module. That's with the cargo module attached. Twidget says the Apollo got free modules because it shipped with no drone play and drones were removed from it. The Apollo will never use drones, so they compensated us with the 6 modules. Now, Twidget's big into the medical gameplay, and they really changed a lot of stuff about the Apollo before they released it. But we're not talking about the Apollo today. We're talking about
The Apollo changed in size and everything.
Galaxy.
It was
Go
the
ahead.
Apollo was supposed to be a lot smaller than it was. The Galaxy. Yep.
Yeah.
So the refinery module supports 2 refine and work queues.
Yeah, and it's compatible with it's compatible with both mole and prospector bags. Don't know if we're going to be able to put golem bags up to it though. That would kind of be a shortfall if you couldn't put golem bags or the what are those the what's the golem Drake bags. If you can't put Drake bags on it, well, that's a serious shortfall, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't it have RSI?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Yeah,
there's too many contradictions, mate. You know, they sell something and they contradict themselves before they bring it out. And then they contradict themselves with other ships.
yeah.
You know, like isn't the Arastra supposed to have refinery on board as well and do mining?
That's my understanding. But then again, you're also supposed to be able to refine with the reclaimer. So, you know, that's the way it was marketed, and still no refining on the reclaimer. So let's talk about the medical.
It's better than an Apollo. It has 1 tier 1, 2 tier 2s, and 3 tier 3s.
That's correct. That's what I'm tracking.
So it is a fully working hospital in all respects.
Yes. Yeah. And there's also 2 unconfirmed modules that may be reintroduced later that we don't know anything about. The manufacturing module and the base building module. Those may come back.
The manufacturing, that would be crafting.
Yeah.
And base building.
Yeah.
Is what I bought this ship for. And that's what I want, mate. I want my base building.
Yeah.
You know, I really do.
I wouldn't give up on hope on that entirely. You know, that may come back. You never know.
Well, I think once they realised, they ummed and ahed a bit and, you know, never said anything in stone, but hinted at possibly bringing it back. But, you know, they haven't yet.
No, you never know. So we want to talk about stats on the Galaxy. It's 100 meters long, 60 meters wide, and 22 meters tall.
You need a large hangar.
Yeah, you need a large hangar for this ship. Not an extra large, but a large. It'll fit in a large
Maximum
hangar.
crew of 6.
3 remote turrets.
4 main thrusters.
Yeah, 3 remote turrets, 2 missile launchers with 4 size 2 missiles. So you get 8 size 2 missiles with this thing. So on the lower deck, the hangar will be able to hold small ships like the C8R or the MPUV. No
Or
big
the
ships,
85X.
so you can't get a prospector in there. You probably can't even get a golem in there. Maybe a golem. I don't know. How big's a golem? Is it about the size of the C8R? I don't know. But then again, if you can't put the
Nah, the golem's a fair bit bigger than the C8.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't get, I was thinking when I was thinking about buying this thing, I was thinking, well, if you can get a golem in there, that might make that refinery pack a bigger punch, you know, because you could take the golem, you know, put the bags on the Galaxy, start refining the stuff and go out and mine some more with the golem, you know, without having the golem having to go back and forth to the, welcome back to Fritz, without having to have the golem go back and forth to the station. But, I don't know. Well, I'm having a hard time understanding the difference between, you know, having this stuff refined at a station or the Galaxy. Like, what's going to be the benefit of refining it on a ship, and how much will you be able to refine? How many loads can this thing refine before it's full? You know,
It said it can handle 2 work orders at a time.
2 work orders at a time. That's not that much.
And I'm guessing that would have to be up to 500 and...
500
it
some
won't.
ICU.
No, it wouldn't, because that'd be the refinery module, and that'd take away the 500 cargo, so it'd only be 64 or whatever, wouldn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Well, that would make sense because the default is 64 SU of cargo. So with the refinery, you would have 64 SU of cargo space. So you could put one order in, offload it into the cargo area, and then put more orders in, you know.
So you could refine 2 prospector loads then.
Yo.
And that'd be
or
it.
Four if you got the 32 if you got 32 quantity of materials on the prospector, you could refine that twice and then move that into the cargo area and then refine 2 more loads, have it in the refinery, and then when you go into the station you got 4 loads. Four prospector
You think
loads. That's if
it'll have a buffer?
That's
You think
maybe.
it'll have a buffer that you can fit it in?
Maybe.
Like the
I don't-
reclaimer?
Yeah, like the reclaimer. That's just a speculation. I don't know. That's an interesting thought, though, isn't it?
It is.
You know, look at that sexy ship.
I was thinking
God.
the exact same thing, man. And now that I've mentioned seeing 5 of them going through Levski, I really want to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
So there's 2 decks on the Galaxy. We got a lower deck that has the hangar, the default 64 SU of cargo, and the modules. So that's all on the lower deck. And then on the upper deck, we have the habitation area and the cockpit. That's like the end of my notes. I got nothing else to say about it. And
yeah, well, I couldn't find the video that I wanted to lead with.
you know,
I should have.
that's all right.
I've got to have all this queued up next time.
Yeah, we'll be all right. They're speculating that this thing's going to be released in 2026.
The Galaxy.
The Galaxy. Coming to you in 2026, probably at IAE next November. Who knows? No one really knows. It might come out at Invictus. Who knows? The world may never know. Oh, I got someone asking me questions on TikTok. Isa wants to know if we use flight sticks. I do. I use the VKB Gladiator flight sticks.
Yep, I use the same.
Yeah, that seems to be the golden ticket. The golden standard is the VKB flight sticks.
Unless you got money, then you buy Virpils.
Yeah, if you got lots of money, get the Virpils. If you're rich and shit. If you're rich, buy
Oh,
the
yeah.
Virpils. Yep. We got anything else on the Galaxy? Look how sexy it is. Dude, I want one just because of that.
Oh, I've owned it for 3 years, mate.
Yeah, you're going to have one. Maybe I'll just hop on yours. We can do some mining ops together or something. That'll be
We'd
fun.
do something, yeah. I want to buy a Pioneer as well.
What's the Pioneer? I'm not too familiar with some of the new ships that haven't come out.
Okay.
I've only been playing for 9 months, so.
Okay, give me a second. Let's see if we can get this video to work, alright? And we'll... The Pioneer.
The
Where's the latest?
Pioneer.
It was in this year's CitizenCon, right?
I don't recall seeing anything about the Pioneer at CitizenCon. Squadron 42. When's it coming out next year? What do you think? Is it coming out before or after GTA 6? I think they'll release it next summer.
Know.
The GTA 6 isn't coming out until fall now, so if they release Squadron 42 next summer, that'll be the sweet spot, I think. If I was marketing this thing, I'd want it to come out next summer. But that's the thing. They haven't started marketing Squadron 42 yet. You know, you'd think if they were going to release it, they'd be hyping the shit out of it already. I mean, it's almost Christmas time.
Was it? It was this year's SitCon panel the Pioneer was in, I think, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I don't recall hearing anything about the Pioneer. Just throw a picture of it up.
Love you too.
Can you see that? All right, is it?
It's a little choppy.
You weren't listening to
It's
Jared, which
laggy.
I do quite a lot. My name's John Crew. I'm the vehicle director.
I'll just throw a picture up of it.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a second.
Okay.
Next time, make sure I've got all this queued up before we start.
Yeah, get her done, man.
All right.
Beard Stack says the audio on the video is fine. That's the important part, for me at least. But I don't speak for everyone. Thanks for the feedback, Beard Stacks. The audio sounds good. Thanks to my shit coming through my real mic now. Is that it?
That's the Pioneer.
That's the Pioneer. Look at that pretty baby. What is that? Is that a industrial ship?
This is the Dark Knight base builder.
Oh.
Right, this will build for the large bases, base stations.
Yeah. So you're going to need one of these to do all that stuff.
Yeah. If you want the if you want a large base with all the large stuff, and you want to build a space station, I do believe you need this ship in your fleet to be able to, start your space station build adventure.
Yeah, Chrissy Nightingale says this pioneers for base building and resource collection. There are resource collection thingamabobs on its landing gear.
Yeah, so it just lands and then collects resources, right?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to. It's mine and refinery, does it all in one. Yeah?
Cool.
This is a $950 ship. This is going to be on sale.
Oof. It's going to be on sale at IAE?
Yes.
Everybody make your, add your dadgum savings accounts now. IAE's coming up next weekend on the 20th.
The Pioneer will be on sale on the day 7. Day 7, the Pioneer will be on sale.
Nice.
And it's a limited hull, so it'll probably be waves.
Yeah. Do we want to move along? We got lots of other stuff to talk about. I got a lot of stuff. I got 2 more pages of notes to discuss.
Okay. Well, let's get... What are we talking about now, then?
Well, next item I got on my notes is the at 4.4 they're going to nerf gun ranges, and I think this is already in effect in the PTU. This is coming from Camerall on the 11th. I watched this video, or that's when his video was posted on the 11th of November.
So it's something like size 1 guns are going to be ranged down to 900 meters.
Yeah, all the guns are going to get nerfed. Yeah.
And size 5 are going to be down to 1300 meters or something like that.
1300 meters.
So,
that's right.
So it's going to make everything closer. Combat. This is what Star Citizen has been trying to slow us down for a few years now, ever since they introduced this flight model that we're using now. Because we used to be able to fly at max speed with our guns and shields and everything. And it was a much smooth. There wasn't any combat mode or navigation mode. It was just you were flying,
Yeah.
And if I was in combat anyway, I'd always slow down to like my max handling range, which was about 250, 300. If you're in space, you could maybe go a bit faster, 300, 400. But they slowed all combat down now to about 200 meters a second. So, and this is what they want. They want to bring us closer. They want to bring us in that 200-meter range.
Everything. They want us face-to-face, mano-a-mano.
Yes.
Duking it out.
Yes.
They want us to see the beautiful ships they've designed,
That's it. That's what it's all about. I think they want the cinematic experience instead of the 2K sniping experience.
A lot of these YouTube content creators are talking about how master modes have ruined the game. Hey, ethnification. Good day. They're talking about how master modes have ruined the game. It's not fun anymore. They're trying to slow us down. But I think maybe there's a method to CGI's madness here. I think maybe it makes the game better. Everyone's got their fucking opinion, man.
I remember when it came out, man. All right, okay. I'd never raged in Star Citizen, right? But I played PTU, and it was day 1 of Wave 1 Master Modes, right? I lasted 20 minutes and I raged. Right, and then I built a bridge, but
good morning, Najib.
It was horrible, man. And I saw all the new players come in, and they'd never experienced the previous flight model, so they didn't know what we were talking about. They didn't know the freedom of flight, and yeah. But the game is what it's become, mate.
Yeah.
And I've been flying in these modes for a while now, and people still whinge and bitch about it, but we can't change it. We're not the devs.
So let me
All
break down Go
all we
ahead.
can do is support it, and encourage its development.
Yeah. So here's the breakdown of the ranges. Right now, size 5 guns go from 2,795 to 3,310 meters. But they're going to nerf that down to 1,300 meters, and then with ballistic for lasers, and then with ballistics, it's going to be an additional 300 meters. So, and then how did you want me to read all this off? I mean, basically, it was what you said.
Yeah, go.
Size 4
it, yep.
is going to go from 2,835 meters to 3,007 meters. That's what it is now. And that's going to go down to about 1,250 meters for lasers and plus 300 for ballistics. And then size 3s, we should have a graphic up, but that's all right. Size 3s will go from 2,000. Right now it's at 2,000 to 2,835 meters, and it's going to go down to 1,200 meters for lasers and plus 300 meters for ballistics. Size 2 is now about 2,000 to 2,592 meters. It's going to go down to, for lasers, 1,100 meters, and then ballistics plus 300 meters. And then size 1s used to be, currently in the live version, it's 1,998 meters to 2,100 meters, and it's going to go down to 900 meters for lasers and plus 300 for ballistics. So ballistics going to shoot a little farther than lasers. I get what some people are saying. You would think okay. So on the modern day battlefield, you got tanks, for example. The maximum effective range on a tank is approximately 3,000 meters, about 3 kilometers, right? That's a long fucking way. But these lasers, are they tank guns? I see some people saying, well, we can shoot so far right now, but can we really with those size guns? I mean, how big is a size 5 laser? Is that like a main cannon on a tank? What are your thoughts?
Pretty much. Well, yes.
Hey, real quick, I got Nixville on TikTok asking, good morning, when's the next patch out? 4.4, when's it going live? I'm hearing that it'll go...
Probably anytime
from
after
now.
Monday, I reckon.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're saying anytime from now until the 19th of November. It'll definitely come out before IAE.
How you going, Commander Najib?
Anyway, back to the gun ranges. I think that these are reasonable gun ranges. I don't think that we ought to be able to fire 3 fucking kilometers with a size 1 laser. Or 2 kilometers. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I think it makes sense if they really want the combat to be closer. But when you've got ships like the Polaris with its size 6 ballistic cannon, what's the range on them? It's like 6 kilometers or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Your assessment is as good as mine because I have no idea.
A first-person shooter weapon, charged railgun. It has a range of 10 kilometers.
What?
Right? Yes.
Well, that kind of makes sense
10
because
kilometers.
railguns are railguns.
It's a railgun. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a railgun. It should shoot
it's a
faster
kinetic.
than anything.
It's a kinetic
Right?
weapon. You know.
Or kinetic round.
And I see the
Magnetically
other thing they're doing
shot.
with this. Like right now in the live version, you can kill a hammerhead with a fucking light fighter. You know, that doesn't make sense to me. You know, how a light fighter can destroy a hammerhead one-on-one. That doesn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree, and all my mates, back in the day we used to fully man hammerheads and, go out thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna kick ass, there's 7 of us, it's fully crewed. But yeah, and then some guy in a narrow or a gladius just gets in your blind spot and you can't. Yeah, it's hard work, man. Then your whole crew's dead.
Yeah.
2 hours of fucking around. Getting ready, going out to try and have fun, and then
Some little fucking
you're killed by
arrow
one
comes
player
and ruin
in
your
an
day.
arrow. Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard leaks that there is some iteration of armor in this coming patch, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think there is some iteration of armor in this coming patch. Have you seen anything about that?
No, I did not. You talking about ship armor?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's like a tier 0 on one ship, or on a couple of ships that maybe they're trying out without telling anyone about it. But I'm not 100% sure.
Chrissy says if you played
Thanks for following, Sir Oka.
Chrissy says if you played the tech preview, you might have noticed the personal IR, EM, and CS meters at the top.
Sir_Orko just followed. Welcome to Verse Vikings.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
I'll have that fixed next time.
No worries.
First one went heaps better than this, mate.
Mm-hmm. So we got new ships coming out in 4.4. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Do you know what they are?
Alpha Wolf. The L22 Alpha Wolf.
Yeah.
The Drake Clipper. The Grey Cat MDC. The Perseus. The Hermes.
Yeah.
And there is one more. Do you know what it is?
The truck, right? The MPV or something?
No, I already said MDC.
You already said that? Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking more on the lines of the games, the ships that are going to be purchasable in-game in 4.4. The Drake Clipper, did we mention that? Yeah, I think that's one of them.
We did.
Najib.
Yeah, I mentioned the Clipper, the Perseus, the Hermes, the MDC.
So there's 6 new ships that are going to be available in game in 4.4. You're going to be able to purchase them at New Deal and or Astro Armada. New Deal at you're going to be able to purchase them at New Deal in Lorville.
Salvation.
Or you're going to be able to purchase
Salvation
them
is the 6th ship.
There you go. Yep, Salvation. Thanks, Fledger. Or you're going to be able to purchase them at Astro Armada in Area 18. So first up, we got the Asgard. That one's going to be 17.8 million. I don't know where you can buy that one. I didn't get any word on that. Then the Star Lancer TAC is going to be 13.4 million. Same thing. The MTC, you'll be able to purchase it at New Deal for 75.6 thousand. And then you got the Prowler Utility You'll be able to purchase it at New Deal or Astro Armada. I think that one's going to be 17 million, but the source I got said 1.7 million, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, that's a bug. So if you go in and it's real cheap, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chrissy says reminder: if you buy ships in game or they are sold at Area 18 or Lorville, always choose Lorville with the 5% discount. Thanks to the Race for Stanton. Thanks for that, Chrissy. That's important. Then the next ship,
Yes, well, that'll
huh?
get me a cheapest 890 jump in the coming patch.
Yep. Amen, brother. I'm looking to buy an 890 jump when I get a few more million. Next, we got the Guardian MX. That's going to be available for 7.4 million. And then the Meteor. It's going to be available for 4.5 million at Astro Armada. And so those are the new vehicles that are going to be available for in-game purchase in 4.4. So most of these, the Asgard Starlancer Tech, MTC, and Guardian MX, those were released during for sale on the Pledge Store. Those were released during Invictus. When was that? April or May? I think it was May. So those are already available for purchase in game. Coming with the next patch.
I'll probably get a Paladin to have one in my fleet.
Yeah.
You know, because you can put tanks and stuff in that, tonks.
The Paladin?
But it's hard.
You mean the Asgard?
Oh, the Asgard. That's what you said. That's what's coming up for sale.
Yeah. I thought that's what you meant.
No, I wasn't ready for this.
That's all right. Are we ever really ready?
No.
Exactly.
Right, what else you got on your list there?
Let's see. The Frontier Fighters finale will end with 4.4. So if you're working on getting those priority missions done, get them done this week. Get them done. Personally, I could care less. I don't need the armor sets or the paints or any of that bullshit. I'm focused on doing stuff for my stream, and I'm not focused on doing priority missions, you know. I don't want to do the same fucking thing every day. That's why I don't do the priority missions. It's why I didn't try to finish everything in Race for Stanton either, you know. It got really old really quick. That's the thing about Star Citizen. They got these events that are just kind of like, they're not that good, you know. Commander Najib got all the priority missions done, you know.
Well, good.
Yeah, we'll probably get in over the next. We'll probably get in over the next few days and make sure everyone's got it done.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm not trying to get mine done though. I'm too busy
I
watching
didn't do the
YouTube
last
videos.
Event.
Too busy.
What did you think of the last event? Did you do the cargo event?
The cargo event?
Yeah.
Which one was that? The Race for Stanton?
The last one.
I did some of it.
The one where you got the Lego armor.
Yeah, that was Race for Stanton.
You know the one?
That was Race for Stanton. The resource drive, yeah.
The resource.
Yeah. Yeah, the rewards were good, but the grind was fucking horrible. And there was a lot of pirates out there. A lot of pirates during the Race for Stanton. It was brutal.
I didn't do the intro, mate. I saw people burn out doing it. You know, they done all the factions. And now they haven't played Star Citizen for 2 months now, right? So,
yeah,
you know, I know the Your Mandy's come in and the ASD location.
You know, it's been a lot of good stuff added to the game. So
I don't know what you're talking about, Ree. The rewards are a bit. How's it going, mate? You know, like if I don't know, I don't know. I'm never going. You know those clothes for phase 1 of this event. I'm never ever going to wear them. Right?
Right.
Never.
Right.
The,
So what's the point?
The paint for the MTC. I don't own an MTC. I don't plan on owning one. I don't want one.
Right.
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 So I'm never going to use it.
Yeah, I think the Ursa's
arrow
just fine. I
skin.
don't need an MTC. I've got an Ursa. You know.
The arrow skins look pretty good. You know.
Yeah, the skins look good. I like the skins.
And I'll probably finish. I'll probably kill 4 more Polaris because I think that's all I need to do for phase 3.
Yeah.
And then I'll have the arrow skin. Is there an A1 skin as well that comes with this event?
Don't know.
There is, right?
Not sure.
Hmm.
All right. Well, in other news, we got 4.4 open to all waves as of the 11th. So all waves can play the PTU now. So if you haven't played the PTU and you're not afraid of spoilers, get in there and check out Levski. It's pretty fucking cool. I like Levski. It's a beautiful station. I watched.
It is pretty cool looking.
It is cool. I watched Jim trying to find his way around Levski yesterday. He was talking about how stupid it was. I can't figure out these elevators. Too many elevators. Where's the button? There is no fucking button on the elevators, dumbass. That's not me, Chrissy. That's coming from that's coming from Ozzy's computer. Chrissy's complaining about you being in light mode, Ozzy.
Hey,
Yeah, that's Ozzy's
Firefox.
screen share.
No, this is Firefox. I can't. This is the dark mode. You see the black things on the outside? This is the dark mode. All right.
Yeah. No, you can go into Windows and change it to dark mode for Windows. That's what she's talking about. Anyway, Levski's cool. It's been laggy, so it's acquired the nickname Lagski. I guess that's an old nickname from back in the day. Yeah, she says, Chrissy says, hit start, type dark mode. You'll see a setting to set the dark mode system wide. Ozzy, and trust me, it is very nice having it in dark mode. Yeah, I did go into Levski yesterday during the PTU, and I was on a shard with only 20 people on it, and I had like 9 people in the server, and it ran smooth as silk. Levski was smooth. I was able to get around out and fly around, and it was just like flying in the PU. But there were only 9 people in the server, so that I'm sure that helped things quite a bit. Speaking about the servers, they've taken one server from Stanton and sent it over to Nick's. So what we did have before, we had 6 Stanton servers, 2 Pyro servers, and 2 Nick's servers. Now we have 5 Stanton servers, 2 Pyro servers, and 3 Nick servers. There you go.
5, 2, 3.
5, 2, and 3. Yeah.
They need to increase it.
Yeah, we need more servers.
They need to increase.
There's more people playing.
Yes.
There's more people playing this game. They need to step it up.
Yep. We need to keep talking. We
Yeah.
need to tell CIG to increase to 15 DGS to make it 555. Yeah, well, look, people are already suggesting this, because they've got all these events that are permanent now, like on all the ASD locations and all the stuff.
Hathor,
They need more
ASD,
servers.
the Lazarus sites, Stormbreaker.
They need it.
Your
PC is going to burn, Frenchie.
Excuse
We've
me.
got some questions, Chin Shield.
What do we got? Bring them up. Are you talking about the questions
Okay.
in the channel on Discord?
Yeah. Right, yeah. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh yeah, we got some
What
good ones.
in-game system, base building, etc. are you not keen on? Do you wish they weren't coming?
I thought about this question. I saw this question the other day, and thank you, Najib. I saw this question the other day, and I've racked my brains trying to think, what do I not want them to put in the game? I can't think of a fucking thing. I want base building, I wonder what other game systems he's speaking about. The only one he highlighted was base building.
But that involves crafting, refinery, mining, somewhere to live, resources.
Maybe he's talking about
storage.
like engineering too. Do we want engineering in the game? Yes, I want all these systems in the game. I want it to be as realistic as they can make it. And I'm sure the servers will suffer to an extent and might prolong some of the gameplay. I want that, I want that stuff. I want base. I want to have a base. I want to be able to defend it from people and attack other people's bases potentially. I want all that stuff. What do you think, Ozzy? You've been playing the game like 3 years longer than I have,
I'm just going to turn my camera off for a minute. All right.
Okay.
I want a space station base, mate.
Morning, mustache, Mike.
I want it to be me and Frenchie in the space station, ordering people about, mate. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe not so much, but yeah, me and Frenchie want a space station, and that's I can't wait for, mate.
I want engineering. I want to say, give her all she's got, Captain. We need full thrusters. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. I want all that shit.
Yeah.
I want all that shit in the game. Get her done. We're an alpha here. Let's make it happen.
Well,
do you want to talk about the injury system?
Excited.
Oh wait, we got more questions.
Yeah, I tested it.
We got more questions.
I tested the injury system extensively.
Yeah.
With and I got the exact same conclusion that Foxy Loxy had in his videos.
Really?
Right. We only got tiered 1 leg injuries. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ran out of med gel before I got them. Ree was shooting me, right? Just shooting me and shooting me. She was blowing me up. She was killing me, reviving me. It took like 25 deaths and a full med gel.
Yeah.
After I figured out I'll just heal myself when she's shooting me to get a tiered 1 injury, and then I couldn't move. I had to crawl. Around.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a tier 3 injury. I didn't get a tier 2 injury. Just straight up tier 1.
Mm-hmm.
But that took a full canister of med gel, me healing myself to get.
So if y'all are wondering what we're talking about, in the 4.4 patch, injuries will reflect the time you've spent in combat. So when you first go into combat, you're going to be fresh. You're gonna be ready to go. You're gonna be you're gonna be at the height of your game when you first go into combat. Now, the longer you stay in combat, you're gonna become weary. You're gonna be more susceptible to injuries and stuff like that. So what this is doing is it's gonna make combat injuries less often and less random. They've taken out the RNG system and replaced it with a binary system that's going to allow, whatever. It's going to make it more realistic, less likely to sustain injuries when you first come into combat.
And by the end of a worm run,
Yeah.
for argument's sake, everyone's going to be crawling on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, by the time you get to that big worm, you've been in combat for a while. So you might take some tier 1 injuries and have to use those med beds up there at the Lazarus site. You know?
Well, there was a time when tier 1 injuries would put you on the ground and you'd have to crawl unless you had drugs, you know? And as it sits at the moment in PU, when you get a tier 1 injury, you just walk very slowly, you know, like an old man with a broken hip, you know?
Yeah.
And but drugs fix it. So are drugs going to be a factor as well? Like, the more drugs you use, the more increase in damage you get. Like,
right.
And from my experience the other day when I was testing with Ree, I tend to think that the sustained damage over time and the constant healing, that's what led to an immediate tier 1 injury instead of a tier 3 injury.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So the constant getting blown up and shot and healed and revived.
It's going to take a
I
toll.
didn't get a tier 3 energy.
It's going to take a toll on you. You're going to be more likely to sustain higher level injuries
straight away instead of. That part was fun.
Yeah. What else do we want to
Well, we'll all
talk about?
get-
We want to go back to questions.
Yeah,
We got
there's
some
another
more
question there.
questions.
Now that external freight elevators are now here, will there be a decline in whole sea usage having large freight to be manual? How long
Yes.
will it take to?
It's going to take a long time to fill up your whole sea now. That's going to turn a lot of people off. I like the fact that you're going to have to manually load up the whole sea. I don't like the auto loading bullshit. You know, if I want to do that, I'll go play Elite Dangerous, you know, and I'm not playing Elite Dangerous. I'm playing Star Citizen. You know, I like the whole sea missions. I like the fact that you can make a lot of money really fast, but just sitting there flying from one place to another, watching the cargo come on and off your ship, it's like watching fucking paint dry. You know?
Mate, that's what I think of salvage. You know, and how long will it take if you have to manually fill a whole sea? That's 4,600 and something SCU.
It's going to cause a decrease in whole sea usage. Now, maybe there'll still be auto loading and unloading. I don't know. Welcome to Star Citizen. Have a nice day.
And what if you were doing it alone, Commander Najib? It's outside freight elevators. You know, what's the chance someone's going to take a box? You know, or grief you, or crash your ship, or.
It's only 160 containers or so, says Beard Stacks. 160 32 SCU containers. Yeah. That's a lot of containers. Well, they can steal your load, but they're not going to get anything from it. It'll just be people there. There'll be people there harassing you, maybe. Maybe, I think, you know what I think is more likely based on what I saw at Dupree when that was going on? I think it's more likely that people are going to come try to help you load up.
I know.
Steal your
Yeah.
load. Steal your load.
And
That's funny,
and what
Black.
about what about when the whole D comes out?
Right.
Just wait, I need to Google that real quick.
Yeah.
Whole
You know what?
whole
Reed's going to steal
D
my load if I'm
cargo.
not careful.
The whole D's cargo size is 20,736 SCU. Could you imagine?
Oh, God.
Now, if they do retain the hit box, you know, the cargo box, holy 93K. That's a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of boxes.
It is. That's going to be a lot to load up manually. It's going to take, you know what? It's going to take an org going in there and doing it together. No one's going to want to do that solo.
Can you imagine being? Can you imagine being the solo player? Right now, you've been at work all day. You're thinking, "Fuck yeah, I'm going to go get home. I'm going to pull out my whole E, right, and I'm going to go load it up with cargo, right."
No, you're not.
Now.
No, you're not.
Listen, and so you jump in game, you get in your ship, right? Now let's just say everything works fine. Everything works fine.
Yeah.
Right. So, but you've only got 3 hours to play. This is your window, right? So in that 3 hours, you're loading up that whole E non-stop. That's all it's doing.
Right.
So if you're that player that comes home for 3 hours every day, you know, after work, how long is it going to take you to fill up your whole E? How long? How many days?
Right.
You know, and everything.
It's going to be an org event. It's going to be an org event. Commander Dajib, you're 100% right. 100% whole series is for org use. And that's the way the ship's designed. I mean, it's not designed as a single player ship. I mean, it's got a fucking captain's chair, for Christ's sake. You know?
There's always going to be that one guy, though, with no friends who wants to try it out.
Well, guys like me will get on and play all day, every day. You know, and they'll have time to load up a whole E.
Think of how slow a fully loaded whole C is right now. Just imagine turning that whole E at less than 1 degree per second.
Oh.
I haven't done much cargo lately, but I've heard that the Caterpillar doesn't take it off under a heavy load. Is that correct? Does anyone know?
I don't know. Let's see, if CIG is going to retain the hitbox mechanic for the larger ship, i.e.g. the whole D. And then the other question, will there be a new period of griefing where the potential of lost cargo and opportunities for security elements to be employed? Yeah, it's going to be an org event. You know, it's going to be an org event loading up a whole E. You know, you're going to have the people loading up the whole E. You're going to have pilots. You're going to have commanders sitting in their chairs. You're going to have security elements pulling security while people are loading up the whole E. You know, you're going to have
You'll need security.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in armistice, they'll have to be armed with like tractor beams and boxes or something. You know?
Yep. Yep. What else?
Because if you're doing a contracted load and you lose one box, that's the contract. null and void,
necessarily. You
right?
can still, if you go short, if you turn in some of the cargo, you can still, you won't get full credit for the contract, but you can still submit the contract and you'll get something for it. Yeah, 75%. You get 75% plus you get most pay and most rep.
See, I'm not really a cargo. Cargo is not really my thing. 0 rep, no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. How often do the cargo missions bug out? Anyway, and it only take 2 boxes and pay you for that.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing about that. Sometimes when you're doing a whole sea mission, it'll put the small boxes on first, and then there won't be room for the big boxes. So you got to go take those small boxes off, wait for it to load the big boxes, and then put the small boxes back on.
So what, it screws it up because it tries to put it where the small boxes are?
Yeah. And it can't do it.
Rightio. What else? There's going to be a lot of griefing going on at cargo pads outside.
And here's the other thing. There's no crime stat in Nix, is there? So people can just freaking go and grief you without fear of retribution, you know? Right?
Well, I think that is kind of bugged at the moment, though. There's
Chrissy
supposed to be
says
half.
there is.
It's supposed to have half security.
Yeah.
Like,
So maybe
this
there'll be
intersect.
security around
And-
Levski, but not the rest of the system. It's not lawless like Pyro. Okay.
They have their own security, don't they? Isn't it called Intersec at the moment?
I think so. I guess you're right. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure. NPC security is in SC is incomplete. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's
Now,
for sure.
What?
The People's Alliance is what Chrissy's saying. That sounds right.
Yes, that does sound right. Nyx looks cool, man. You know, like I've been watching all these leaks, you know, and there's going to be cargo missions where you're moving bodies, and then that leads to alien bodies, you know, and it's looking pretty cool. I'm really excited for this new patch.
Yeah. So here's some other stuff with the new patch. Life support on the ships is going to be physicalized, and they'll have fuses in there. I've noticed that. That you're going to be able to see the life support modules in your ships.
So
I don't know what else I can say
no
about
more,
that.
No more switching it off to have power and gun.
I guess. Or maybe you can switch it off. Or maybe it's a module you can actually remove from the ship physically. I don't know. You can definitely take out the fuses and render it inoperable. Also, I'm hearing there's going to be no wipes in 4.4. No big wipes like everyone always is afraid of. Whenever there's a new patch, of course, as always, they'll wipe the refinery orders, the cargo, and the consumables,
Well,
like
that's
ammo and cruise wipes.
Yes, but if I bought an 890 jump this patch, I would have lost it. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So we were talking about something just before, and I was 100% on the 890.
Yeah. Makes me kind of like, do I really want to buy an 890? I do, but I don't want to lose it in a wipe.
Chrissy, I've
Chrissy's.
lost 4 890 jumps since 4.0. But anyway, I had something I wanted to share, but I've
Yeah,
forgotten what it was.
it'll come back to you if it was important.
We were talking about something, and I was going to say, I remember when that came out. Ah, external freight elevators. Right, let's go back to this for a second.
Okay.
Right. I remember when they first came out, man, and this is still when you could make good money off drugs, right? Like weevil eggs and maize
Yeah.
and all the stuff, right? And we were still running Vaughan missions and getting the drugs, and then they bought out all these external freight elevators, right, at places like Brios and Sons, and Brios and Samson and Sons, and the other two. There's one on Microtech and one on Hurston. And that's the place where you could sell your drugs and get 100%, like the best money for it. And then they bought out these external freight elevators, and they were all broken. They were all broken for so long.
Yeah.
And they were small. You couldn't. You go and salvage like 32 SCU boxes of weevil eggs, and you couldn't sell it anywhere. It was impossible to sell. So, I've been through a lot with this game, and I've seen it go from everything not being so physicalized to everything now being physicalized,
Mm-hmm.
and you used to be able to go and just buy goods and it'd just appear on your ship. There was no elevators, but it's definitely made everything more of a time sink.
I have to say the freight elevators seem to all be working much better since Race for Standing.
I think I know how, Chrissy. And all it takes is one box, right?
Well, let's not talk about that. I don't want to be disclosing exploits on your...
Or even something smaller, like a med pen. Rightio, where we at?
Hey, Pagan. You want to talk about known issues with 4.4?
Sure, I'll just rip up the patch notes.
Known issues with 4.4. This is as of the 12th when I wrote this note down. We have vehicles in claim state upon retrieving. Signage is blurry or missing. Kiosks and ore cells not working may respawn at primary residence, even though you log out somewhere else. Multiple ATC voice lines all at once. Trams in Loreville will rotate players out of bounds and potentially kill them. Search on freight elevators ignores item names, issues claiming ships. Can't contact ATC via keybinds. Grimhex elevators are backwards ad nauseum.
Grimhex elevators are backwards. Right, you want to know something?
Yeah.
There was a time when Grimhex, you couldn't use the elevators. You had to find the outside hatch.
Yeah.
And then there was a time when the Grimhex elevators, you had to stand in front of the door when it was shut, and you had to hold F and look around for the little highlight and hope you press the right button to get into the elevator.
Hey, AJ.
And then there was a time that they just didn't work at all. The elevators. Man, we could talk about elevators in this game till the cows come home. And then we could talk about elevators some more, because once Star Citizen fixes their elevators, this game's going to get somewhere.
Yeah.
This has been the biggest problem for the longest of times. Yeah, I couldn't get a dock at Levski, Chrissy, every time I tried.
I was able to dock at Levski 2 or 3 times with the Polaris. I was able to make that happen. The first couple of days in the PTU, I couldn't get a docking port to save my ass. I'd have to abandon my Polaris by the pads and just walk into the station that way.
That was a gladiator, Frenchie, John Ward.
No, he's talking
was a
about
Gladiator.
he's talking about the Pioneer that you got up there.
Oh, I've got mine. Wait.
No, Chrissy, the alignment wasn't crooked. I was able to dock just fine, a couple of times at least.
I've just been sharing this.
Galaxy, what's up with the Galaxy, AJ? They're saying sometime in 26, maybe at Invictus in 2026 or IAE in 2026. We don't know. All we can do is speculate.
We were talking about the Galaxy for the first half hour.
Yeah, if you wanna see our commentary on the Galaxy, just catch the replay on YouTube when it's posted. So as everyone knows, there's a lot of angst about this game. A lot of people think it's a goddamn scam, and people are fucking assholes, right? When it comes to Star Citizen, a lot of assholes out there putting their negative commentary up about Star Citizen, right? So I watched this one video, not going to mention the guy's name because he's a real asshole. But he went on for about 8 minutes about how, this marketing gimmick CIG has where they, anyway, he was complaining about the Polaris not being the same color as what was advertised when it released, I mean, come on, don't we have better things to talk about?
Yeah, the alignment at Nix. Chrissy brings up a point.
Okay.
Yeah, in Stanton, and at Nix, when you go to the jump gate to go to Nix, it's unaligned. It like all the assets don't line up with the jump gate.
That's true.
It's
it looks kind of janky. Yeah.
$1 billion game, mate. And it's unaligned.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
But if this game was a scam, there wouldn't be a game to play, right? Yeah. So we play this game every day without fail. And, sometimes it's janky, sometimes it's not, but it's amazing when it works. It's the best thing going. There's nothing else that does this like it does. And if it was a scam, we wouldn't have a game to play. Simple. That's what I reckon.
A lot of people are saying that Star Citizen is doomed, like its days are numbered, yada, yada, yada. Another streamer I follow, Ozzy, you told me to subscribe to these guys, and I watch their videos, and I just shake my head. Another guy says that people aren't talking on Reddit or Spectrum about how to play the game. Like, what guns should I use for the upcoming content, stuff like that. That's an indication that people are losing interest in Star Citizen and this and that. I guess in other games, people ask all these questions in Reddit. I see this stuff in Discord all the time. People ask, people talking in voice chat, people typing in the Discord channels, what do I do here? How do I do this? How do I play the game? Everybody learning how to play the game together. I think the guys that are saying this, they're not in orgs. They think that they're in the majority, that most players aren't in orgs and that they're getting lost in the game. But most of the people I play with are in orgs, and they're learning how to play the game through their organization. You know, I see this all the time. They say there's no game here. There's no game here. I don't agree. I think there's a ton of fucking game in Star Citizen.
There is, mate.
Absolutely.
We're going to showcase it soon.
What's that?
My engineering thing has 30 gig to go.
Oh, what's that? The tech preview?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, what's everyone saying? Yep. Okay. Yeah, the original. You never would have bought a Banu Merchantman or had the hype for it, like everyone did for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time they talked about it, they said it wasn't in active development. So, do you know about the Banu Merchantman?
No, I don't know that much about it.
The BMM, it's known as.
Yeah.
Righto. Let's do this. Let's talk about this. Let me show you a ship. All right.
Okay.
Now this is an alien ship. This was supposed to be a player marketplace, right? So you could have your stores, sell all your shit. All right, exquisite.
Caveman Crafting brings up a good point. He says if you go by Google search trends, it's around the same amount. I do think we have a higher burn rate of older players than we have new player onboarding rate. Perhaps. I think the drops are going to be bringing in a lot of new people, though. These Twitch drops, I think that's going to bring in a lot of new fan base. But I also think
Just give me a second.
people. I think there's more people playing Star Citizen now than ever. So I don't know if that's an accurate statement, Caveman.
Sorry, man. Just give me 1 second.
What are you trying to do? Give us a moment. We're going to take a moment here. Ozzy's having a phone conversation with somebody.
Sorry, mate. I got interrupted.
That's fine.
I'm back now.
Okay.
Case, this is the Banu Merchantman.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Not very well. Can you blow that picture up? Here we go. It's a white screen now. Wait for it, guys.
No,
Wait for it. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty ship.
I need to pause my tech preview. Yeah, right. You see that?
Yeah.
There's several different concepts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have regional Australian internet. I need to have all this stuff queued up next time, man. We need to go through it the day before.
Yeah.
Right. And queue up what we're going to talk about. We really need to take 2 hours and sort this out before we start.
Yeah, we'll work that out.
Right, so this is a marketplace ship. Right, this is where you sell all the stuff that you've grinded for in your lifetime in Star Citizen. Right?
Yeah.
This is your player mobile merchantman, the Banu merchantman. This is this concept of the inside. I'm sure there's a few people in the chat here that own it.
Hey, Super Chair Destroyer.
But this is a ship that people probably won't get until 1.0 and then probably after 1.0. Because they've stated they have stopped development on this ship. Right? But this is the big
It's a
one. You
pretty
know how
ship.
many people would... If they bought this game out, there'd be so many people come back like this ship for this ship. This ship has been like pipe dreams for a lot of people for many, many, many years.
Yeah. Is this an alien ship? It looks kind of outworldy.
Banu. Yep, the Banu are aliens.
Okay.
Wicklow is a Banu. Right?
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yes, but
this is the first time I've seen it. Like I said, I'm still a newbie at this game, just a noob.
This is a ship that's been sought after by a lot of people for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and there's always, if you see anyone say BMM when, Banu Merchantman.
Yeah.
You know, but this is a mobile marketplace. You know,
Yeah.
you can have your player shops, you can have your marketplace, you have your bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there you know. That's the Banu Merchantman.
Nice.
It has guns too.
Yeah. Well, most ships do. It's a flying city / mall. Very good.
2,880 SCU of cargo.
2,000.
880. But you know, maybe one day. But now you know.
Yeah, now we know. I want it. You know, I got to say something here. I see a lot of these guys saying that No Man's Sky is the game to play now. Fuck Star Citizen, you know, because you can build your own ships in No Man's Sky. Star Citizen, every now and then they get a good ship, beautiful ship come out, but you can't build them yourself. Now, if you put the stuff in the game to actually build our own ships, would they look as good as the stuff that CIG is pumping out? I doubt it. You know, the CIG ships, they all have a purpose. You know, if you go to No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous, games like that, you got ships that can do anything, you know. No Man's Sky is too repetitive. I couldn't get over the fact that the No Man's Sky just like I think it looks cartoony, and people say fuck you if you think it's cartoony.
Yes.
You know what? Fuck you. It is cartoony. The ships
you
look
know what?
stupid
No,
as fuck.
I played No Man's Sky, and I years ago before I started playing Star Citizen, right? And I clocked it. I had the seed chip, all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
I had finished the game until they brought out more content. But then I found Star Citizen, man, and I haven't left it. Right now, I went back to No Man's Sky at one point when they brought out some big patch, but it just, when I went back there, it just seemed like a children's game, man, like a kiddies game, like
Yeah.
it was made for kids.
You know where No
like-
Man's Sky really lost me? When No Man's Sky lost me, and I played it for a couple of hours, but it lost me when I found out you could beam fucking holes into the ground. You know what? Putting aesthetics aside, No Man's Sky has way more functional, foundational features than just work than Star Citizen. Well, go play No Man's Sky, caveman. Have fun. Have fun. Maybe that game is more for you than Star Citizen. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
But you know, No Man's Sky came out and was released. You know, like it was pretty polished. You know, when it came out, right? So, you can't compare it to Star Citizen though. You know, 'cause it's not even in the same league. Sure, it's a space game. Sure, you can explore. Sure, there's a billion planets, but it's not Star Citizen. You know,
No.
they have brought it in new features now with No Man's Sky. Like you can walk around your ship and rah rah rah. But I don't want to.
They weren't
play
there
a
at the
kiddies
beginning.
game, man.
They weren't there.
I
All
want to
those
play Star
features.
Citizen.
All those features weren't there when it was released. Like, here's my take. If No Man's Sky is such a great game, why didn't they release it with all those features? Why do you have to wait 10 years to be able to build your ship? You know, Star Citizen, I don't think they're trying to be No Man's Sky. Star Citizen is like its own thing. And frankly, it looks and feels a lot better to me than No Man's Sky did when I tried to play it.
It looks amazing, man. You know, you can't. It looks amazing. You know, I keep getting all these wow moments still, and I just sit there looking at it, thinking,
Yeah,
looks good.
wow. Look at the clouds.
You know, like, yeah, look at that, man. Oh, did you? Yeah, you know, oh, shiny.
Yeah, Commander Najib's right. You can't compare the two games if you're being rational. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
nah,
again, I
they're
couldn't get
drastically
over
different.
beaming holes in the ground. That didn't make any sense to me then, and it doesn't make any sense to me now. I can just shoot my laser gun at the ground and there's a big fucking hole there. Doesn't make any damn sense at all.
I totally understand what Caveman Crafting is talking about, functional everything, right?
Yeah, well, the game's finished.
Yeah, man.
No Man's Sky is finished.
You know, I kind of like, I like this buggy mess, man. I like the fact that me and my mates have all the fixes and workarounds for all the bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, but he's allowed to.
Yeah.
This is what
it's free here.
This is what creates constant. This creates constant.
Hey, Mosta, thanks for the
G'day,
bits.
Mosta.
Thanks for the bits, Mosta.
Legend.
How are you doing today? Just being more objectionable here. That's fine, K, man. We need guys like you hanging around. Got no problem with it.
We need the banter, mate.
Yeah.
We need the banter for sure. At one point with No Man's Sky was more broken than Star Citizen.
Yeah, it's true. And you know what, Caveman? Thanks
Mozzie.
Thanks for your comments, Caveman. Sincerely, I appreciate it. So we got some other news coming out with the new patch. You ready for this, Ozzy? Are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Talking about
Bring it on.
no fan sky. Twitch drops 20th through the 3rd of December.
Oh yeah. I'm excited. I'm really excited. You know, when I first saw about it, I was excited as fuck, man. But then I went in and talked to a few streamers and they told me that they got emails and all this shit, and I was a bit worried because I wasn't a partnered streamer that I might not get the Twitch drops. But apparently now it's going to be for everyone, and
Everybody.
I'm still not sure.
Just watch someone with Star Citizen, put the tab on mute for 4 hours, boom, you got your Twitch drop.
I'm excited for it, mate, because it's going to bring more people to the game, you know, more people to our communities.
Absolutely.
You know? So
people are going to want to see what this
more
game is
people
all
to
about.
share this fucking amazing scam with, you know, because
Yeah.
if it's a scam, they done us good, mate. You know, they fucking got us real good, you know? And that's good for Star Citizen, Chrissy. And I don't know, the streamers are what promotes Star Citizen. Us playing it, us doing the hard yards, you know, us putting in the fucking the hours and hours of buggy bullshit to get that one fucking cinematic moment to me.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's what it's all about. You know? And
Okay, so moving along, 140 reported bug fixes between 4.3.2 and 4.4. Don't have a list of those. Maybe they're in the patch notes.
I'd like a list of how many things broke.
Between 4.32 and 4.4. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much stuff
Yeah.
did they fuck up? What new features do we have in the game? Features, I mean.
How many things broke? But like this patch, what's broken this patch? Loot boxes, right? Looting.
Yeah.
Card printers. You know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The timer doesn't work. You know, so there was one time the card printer didn't even spawn.
Yeah.
What other bugs? We've been using a lot of elevator etiquette lately, so we haven't been falling through planets that much.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, a line of mine is.
Oh
it's
my
broken
god,
to all
it's
shit,
fucked.
man. The cards don't spawn, the batteries don't spawn. If you have the card, you have to go to Pyro to get the batteries and then come back to Stanton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all fucked.
You know, and at a time when they're bringing out all this Wicklow stuff, everything's been directed to Wicklow and contested zones and Luton. So you can get all this Wicklow stuff, but it's broken. It's broken. What are we supposed to... I think the awkward pause says a lot, eh? You know...
That wasn't a very long pause, dude.
The Your Mandy, it works. It works a treat.
Yeah, it works.
ASD, you can't do Project Hyperion. All right, you can get to the last door and you can get in the room, but you can't activate the thing that kills the alien. Right, so it's broken.
Yeah.
And for a long time, you couldn't use the code to get in the door, but now I think it's just 8999. Just use that code, and you'll get through the door. But yeah, it's easy, Chrissy. Frenchie, we saw a video about someone getting a ship into the Yormandi pit.
Yeah.
So you've seen my chin shield. 5 minutes later, we had Frenchie in there in a wolf, killing the Yormandi. Right now, we only did it the once just to see if we could do it. You know, because we don't want to promote exploiting through glitches or anything, you know, and that's kind of what it is.
Not.
You know, but we just wanted to know the science behind it and how it was done. You know, like all the things. You know, we figure it all out and we know how to do it, but we don't employ it. You know, it's handy to know.
Yeah.
Like I look at chat and forget what I was talking about.
I don't know.
An 85X.
We were talking about your Mandy.
Yeah, and taking the ship in there. That's what Drizzy did with an 85X.
Mm-hmm.
And Caveman Crafton says, I mean, it's just like the supply or die event where the elevator was busted. Folks get to remember these events are meant to drive players to systems that are trying to fix more than even the content itself.
Bonjour, Zahu.
Apparently that's like a good morning, good night kind of word.
Yeah,
and it's pronounced bonjour.
It's bonjour?
Yeah. All right.
Well,
apparently something like that, okay? My French is really fucked, so...
I thought it was bonjour.
But... Yeah, no, it's like a mix. It's a mix of bonjour and bonsoir. Like, so
okay.
Bonjour. Right?
Right.
Yeah, no, I only just learnt about that the other day. So,
how about that?
Well, how about that?
Yeah, everyone knows.
So we want to talk about the Perseus? Let's talk about the Perseus. It's coming. It's coming before our next stream. before our next
Gonna own one? Are you
podcast.
gonna buy one?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's another ship they're complaining about. They marketed it with one color, but it's coming out in a freaking dull gray. But when are they going to release the
750 wow.
When are they going to release the Perseus? Are they going to wait until IAE, or are they going to drop it a couple of days early in the PTU?
See, now normally what they do from past experience is they will drop a couple of days beforehand, right? And they'll run the entire IAE in the space of 24 hours or something, and run every day for maybe 2 or 3 hours, you know, and get the whole cycle through.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing maybe 1 or 2 days before the patch release in PTU, you know, for testing purposes. But
yeah.
But I don't know. They might just hold back and just wait.
I think if they release it before IAE, it'll be to, you know, do bug fixes on it. The Idris wasn't in PTU before Invictus.
Polaris was.
Yeah, the people who already own it could pull it out in the PTU and test it out some, help CIG work out some of the bugs, you know, if they wanted to release it a little early, that might be helpful. I don't know. We will see. We'll find out this week. Chrissy Nightingale says, I'm calling it RSI day 1 of IE, no earlier, no later. All right, I'm going to hold you to that, Chrissy. We're going to have a conversation about this later.
Radio.
Now, the big question.
Wyatt said he's going to get 2 Perseuses.
He's going to get 2.
Just send me. Yeah, just send me one too,
gift one to me. Gift one to me.
Yeah, I'll
one. Take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Is CIG going to get 4? Huh?
There's the limited wholesales this year, right?
Yeah.
And they are on their associated days, right? So, the Perseus doesn't look like it's whole limited, so anyone will be able to buy as many as they want. The RSI Constellation Phoenix,
yeah,
which is whole limited, will be on sale on day 1.
I might
the
get
Origin
me one of those.
890. Yeah, the Phoenix is a good ship, man. Right. You know, we could talk about Connies all day too.
Yeah.
Okay, IAE day 2, they are whole limited Origin 890 jumps.
Harley,
Day 3, we've got the Kraken and the Kraken Privateer.
Yeah.
The Misk Hull Eve will be on sale on day 5. The Pioneer on day 7. And the Idris P and the Javelin on day 9. Yeah, probably, Chrissy.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna be cruising around in my subscriber Perseus.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's it's like a little galaxy nearly, but with big guns.
Big guns.
Yeah, you know.
So I'm really wondering if they're gonna get 4.4 out in a good state of playability at this point. You know, it's been so buggy in the PTU.
I hope so, man.
They're gonna. I think they're gonna be hard pressed to get this thing out in a good state of playability. Hey, excuse me for a minute.
No worries. We can see your butt crack. Chin Shield's butt crack, everyone, live. Did you see it? Release the Kraken. This is a good opportunity to have a quick smoke. I'll just turn my cam off real quick. Give
Fuck
me a
you,
second.
Ozzy.
We
Fuck
got you,
Ozzy.
man.
I know you got it.
Don't
you
clip
got
that
it.
shit.
Yeah. There you go. Clip that, bitches. Oh boy. I know you
bits, Smarty.
I know you got a thrill out of that, Ozzy.
The whole stream enjoyed it, mate. That's what they all
bet they
came
did,
for.
especially
Kraken.
Ree. Ree loved it. Yeah, it's gonna be a dumpster. I'm really afraid that this next patch is gonna be a dumpster fire. I hope not. You know.
I think with this patch, a lot of people are going to find that their old PCs don't quite cut it anymore. I really think, like when Pyro was released, I'm pretty sure I was in denial for a while that my computer could handle it and that I was putting out a good show, right?
Yeah.
And now that I've upgraded, it's a night and day difference, man. And I really think a lot of people are going to be affected by the quality upgrades when they... Like, every patch drop just seems to be more resource intensive on your computer, more GPU intensive.
Yeah.
And people really struggle, man. And
we'll see what happens. Got a couple more notes here. Just real quick, on the L21, apparently the fin seems to be missing in the PTU. I was talking to Ozzy about this yesterday. There's a button that's bugged inside the cockpit. It's supposed to come out with the landing gear. It's not doing that right now. Damn, Beard Stacks, you did it, you asshole. Chrissy says the
I
fake
agree
can stay
with
gone
you,
as far
Chrissy.
as I'm concerned.
I 100% agree. I wish I had never seen a photo of an E1 Formula Racing boat because I just feel like it's a total rip-off of that, and I just wish they come up with something slightly more original. You know?
Yeah. And the last bit of news I got is that the F8C is getting buffed for this new patch. What do you think of that?
It's not being limited to gold ticket holders, and it's going to be sold en masse to everyone.
Right. I might buy one. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, all right. We've been doing this for 2 hours now. Are we getting close to ending this podcast?
Yeah, I think we're nearly done, unless we want to take some... We should take questions from everyone in the chat, eh?
Yeah, shoot us some questions. What do y'all got? I'm pretty sure my answer is going to be I have no fucking clue. Yeah, Chrissy says the F8C is good for PvP and that's it. Do I have any clue? No, John Ward. Are you a plumber by trade, Chin Shield? No, I'm not a plumber. Maybe I missed my call in. Perseus, yes or no? No. I won't be getting a Perseus.
If
I've got a
Polaris. One, you'd always have it back. If you bought one and you needed to melt it for something bigger, you'd always have it in your buybacks.
That's right.
At a set price. because everything's just going to increase.
Yeah.
Where's
What
this
other questions
question,
we
Chrissy?
got?
Come on.
During the Kickstarter pre-release, I was into Flight Sim's hardcore and Kerbal Space Program. Then I found my love for Chris. What got you two into the game? Oh, that's a great question, Chrissy. See, I found out about Star Citizen about 6 years ago, and I was real curious about it. I didn't really, okay, maybe I wasn't curious about it, but I was intrigued by the fact that you could walk around cities, get into a ship, fly around and stuff. So I heard about it back then, and I was intrigued by the idea. And then I was playing Elite Dangerous one day. And one of the guys in the org I was in, introduced me to Star Citizen. He told me that it was definitely playable now, and this was 9 months ago. And one of my other friends went over to Star Citizen, and I was like, well, shit, I guess I got to go too. So I immediately went out and bought it. I just said, fuck it, let's just dive in with both feet. And when I got into Star Citizen, I just fucking loved it. I haven't looked back. I went and tried to play Elite Dangerous again. Just nothing there. It's so two-dimensional. There's no depth to Elite Dangerous like there is to Star Citizen, and I just didn't look back.
My story is I was Rust admin. Me and a mate were running several Rust servers, spending thousands of dollars on mods for our servers that are still fully paid for and haven't used for several years. Anyway, I was looking for a first-person shooter, and I saw all the I was watching all the videos, and I was thinking, oh, yeah, I should have a go at this. And I was looking, and me and my brother were both looking for a game to play, and then he bit the bullet and bought this. But all I saw was a buggy mess when I looked at it. Every time I looked at it, it was just bug features after bug feature after bug after bug. But then, so my brother bought a freelancer, I think the normal freelancer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, fuck, righto, I'd better get it. And there happened to be a free fly at the time, so I started playing it, and I was playing it with my brother, and it was a pretty fucking cool game. Yeah, there was a few bugs, but there was nothing else like it. Nothing else done what it done, and I got into the whole flying spaceships, and then I thought I was good, and yeah, and it suckered me in, man. And it's my game. It's my crack. I love it.
The beautiful thing about when I came into Star Citizen, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't have any spoilers. I hadn't watched a single video about it. I just knew somehow that this was going to be a great game, and I just dove right in, not having the slightest idea what to expect, and I was fucking totally blown away by it. I didn't even watch a trailer before I bought it, Sorry to interrupt, Ozzy. And Beard Stacks, no, I wouldn't tell anyone.
I remember Wing Commander, the original one on.
Right. I used
CGA.
to play the hell out of Wing Commander. And I knew Chris Roberts was under Wing Commander, so I knew it was going to be good.
And that was years ago. But
Beard Sacks, we can go camping, but I'm going to be the pitcher, okay? Are you okay with that?
Silence.
Yeah, that really woke everybody up. that last comment. Freelancer. I played all the Wing Commander games, including, what was it, Wing Commander 3, the one with Mark Hamill. I used to play that on the 3DO game system. Y'all remember that game system? Holy shit, that was a while ago. The old 16-bit system. No, it was a 32-bit system. I played a little Freelancer too. It was a lot like Elite. Freelancer was a lot like the original Elite.
I think I would have played Wing Commander on a 186 or something.
You know, I think I played the first
Would
Wing
have been
Commander on a
CGA
Commodore
or
64.
EGA.
You know. Well, heck, we want to wrap this up. I feel like I need a break.
Yeah, I need to finish downloading this tech thing.
Yeah, we're gonna
and
go
then do
into
my
the
giveaway.
We're gonna go into the tech preview a little bit later on our streams.
Yeah. Well, are there any last questions? Queensland, answer my text.
QND.
My daughter is in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we've had a pretty good stream today. What do you think? Pretty good podcast. Hey, Lance Billion, he has a question. Despite Star Citizen being a buggy mess, what is your motivation to keep playing? I love the game. I play, now I just stream. That's what I do. I just stream the game, and that's got me hooked on streaming and Star Citizen, and I do something different every morning. I do a different play loop every morning of the week, and I have a mission. I'm on a mission. That's what keeps me playing the game. My mission is to try to draw people into Star Citizen. I want to expose people to this game. I want to raise awareness. Oh, thanks for the gifted subs, Chrissy. Wow, look at that. How many gifted? 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Chrissy.
Nice.
Appreciate you big time, Chrissy. Thank you. And so I want to raise awareness for this game. That's my mission. That, and I want to be able to be in a position where I can show people how to play the game. I want to bring them into the game and expose them to different game loops and get them playing. That's my whole motivation for playing.
Yep, I'd have to agree with you. That was my motivation behind starting streaming and everything. I found Star Citizen, and then I didn't even know what Twitch was when I started playing Star Citizen.
Me neither. Well,
and then someone in the game chat said, "Oh, go see this streamer. He's given away hundreds of millions." You know. So then I found Twitch, and 2 months later I was streaming. So, and I've been here ever since. One last question here. What am I looking forward to at IE? What are you looking forward to at IE?
I just want to see
more
what
than anything,
ships are going to be on sale.
You know what I like doing at IE Black GI? I like running around in my monocle and top hat, looking at all the ships with me, mate. You know, like I really do. You know, just have the crew running around, dressed up. You know, it's only once a year. You know, you get to dress up and look around. So.
Chrissy's looking forward to the L22. I'm curious about the L22. I might buy that one. I don't know. Your daughter's going to stream tomorrow, Ozzy. That's what she says.
Cool.
Very cool. Well, I'm all psyched up to drop my user folder into the tech preview and check that out.
Cool. Well, it's gonna take me probably 20 minutes to finish downloading it. Right.
Mhm. Well, let's take a
Um,
break. Let's take a break and come back on our streams.
Yeah, righto. Then Reed doesn't have to edit a 7-hour long video. Yep.
Right.
That's probably
That's
a good idea.
That's a good idea. I've already downloaded
Okay.
Tech Preview. I don't have to do that, Chrissy.
But what I done, Chrissy, is I didn't have enough hard drive space without putting in another hard drive, which I've got right there and could just put in, and I should have done it several times, but I haven't. But I just renamed PTU and I'm just updating it. But I have regional Australian internet, which that's all I need to say about that. Okay.
Thanks, Najib. Thanks for
No.
the feedback, man.
Yeah, cheers, mate. You know, it's the one person that says that makes it all worthwhile. You know, and
Absolutely.
like this was pretty rough. I fucked up the whole start. You know, everything was just fucking. Where is it? Where?
Fuck it up.
Fuck.
Show goes on though.
Yes. No, Ree, you didn't. Nah, because now you know. But I got a job for you now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. This has been fun, man.
Hell yeah.
We'll wait for this hype train to finish so everyone gets all their stuff delivered and everything. Pagan, that means you're not wave 1, mate. I do believe. And then is everyone still in the channel down below, or is it just? Oh, yep. We got a whole crew.
Yeah, we got
down
a
there
whole
for us,
watch
man.
party going on down there.
Fuck yeah, winning.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, yes. I hope this was as entertaining. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope this was a good talk. I'm sure there's a lot we can.
Alrighty.
Disregard what my daughter said. No, she keeps saying that, and I
Better get her under control. Thanks, Lance Billion. We're gonna keep it up. Next stream will be next Saturday, 3:00 Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Australian time, whatever time zone that is. What time zone is that anyway?
GMT plus 10.
MT plus 10. Okay.
Greenwich Mean Time plus 10.
GMT. Okay. Plus 10. All right. Well, I'm going to shut off my stream. Have you shut yours off already?
No. Rightio. Have you shut yours off?
Nope. I'm waiting on you.
Let's say goodbye.
All right.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks for
See you
being
next
here.
Saturday. Have a good one.